Welcome back to another episode of The Gift of the Gab, episode 60.
Ooh.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tia.
And we are The Gift of the... Well, I swear I always do this at the beginning.
You do.
I need a new intro. I need to dive in different. What we got first? Or let's jump straight into the action. Let's go with Simone Biles.
Yes. Well, so obviously, as we know, the Olympics been going on. Is it finished yet?
No.
I don't think I've watched a single thing if it didn't have to do with Jamaica running.
In the last, out of the last few Olympics, this is the one I've watched the least. But I have watched a couple of events, but not nearly as much as I have in previous Olympics.
I feel like even on social media, there's not a lot of coverage.
I think it's because also there's nobody in the stadium. There'd be like fan footage. There'll be like lots of YouTube videos and stuff like that. But it's just basically the actual program coverage of the Olympics.
And that's it.
And that's mainly it.
Yeah.
And the
it really does make a difference.
Yeah.
Do they lose money if there's less viewers?
Well, I'm sure, because look, if a stadium is 60,000 people, that's the tickets alone and revenue they're losing money on.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure less people are watching it from home as well.
Yeah, let us know down below if you've watched any of the Olympics.
Yeah, and how your country's doing.
How's your country doing?
Mine? I don't think we've won any medals.
Oh.
I don't think. Let me double check if Ghana's won any medals. But I haven't seen Ghana in any of the events. But I haven't watched many events. So I've been loosely following. Tokyo 2020. Ghana. Let's see where they are on the results table. Well, we made it into the 4x100 relay yesterday. Mm-hmm. You want to know where we came? We were disqualified. We are 85th on the medals table. We got 1 bronze. Woo! Oh, go on then. Well done. I don't know who won the bronze, but we got 1 bronze.
Jamaica's 20th.
We're 85th. So, we're trying.
Yeah. US has got 106 medals altogether.
But they're second place to China because they got more goals China has.
Well, they've just got more people competing.
This is true, but then where's India? India should be pretty high up on the list.
Japan, Great Britain's 4th.
Yeah. Well, either way. What's happening with Simone Biles?
Simone Biles, so, as some of us know, she went to the Olympics. However, she didn't compete in some of her events. How many events? 3? I'm
not sure how many specific events.
I think, don't quote me on it, it was 3 events.
At least 2, but that was what I was definitely sure of.
And, people were like criticizing her that she pulled out because of mental health, and a few other athletes as well have pulled out because of various things. Mm-hmm. Piers Morgan being one of them.
Here we go. What did Piers have to say about the twisties?
I don't even want to read his comment, but it was,
you don't have to.
pure ignorance. And anyway, so she competed in her last event that she was eligible to compete in, and she got a bronze medal.
It was a team event, and she got a bronze medal.
She got a bronze medal. And now that all her events have finished, she later on came out to say that her auntie had passed away. Mm-hmm. And that is why, obviously... that those emotions come with it, and that is some of the reasoning as to why she ended up pulling out. Yeah. And you never know what people are going through, and I feel like this is like a saying that every few months people are like, you never know what people are going through.
It happened earlier. Last year, or was it even this year? When Chadwick Boseman died. Yes. And because earlier on he had posted a picture or something where he was like slimmer than his usual physique, and people were clowning him, and then he just passed of cancer one day, and then those same people were like, R.I.P. Yeah. And it's just like, well, you never know what someone's battle is.
You can't say it's one day you can't be like, you don't know what people are going through in closed doors. And then the next day you're like clowning someone else for something, because they could be going through the same thing that he's going through. And, not everything is for social media. Some people would like to fake it until they make it, or just not.
And these are young people competing at like the top of the pinnacle of sports competition.
Yeah.
And holding the whole country's back on them, or like a lot of pressure on them to perform. And her name is already big as one of the world's best gymnasts.
Yeah.
So going into it, obviously you have a lot of pressure on you. Even if nothing had happened in the background, sometimes people crack under pressure.
Yep.
And with a sport like that, it's not like you can go out there and still be fine if you're not on your best, your A game. If you're like, let's say if you're running or something, if the worst that can happen is you fall or you come last.
Yeah.
But if you're flipping upside down in the air, you can really hurt yourself.
Yeah.
But either way, you can still pull out of either event because it's your personal choice. But people don't seem to understand that. And I like Simone Biles. She's really tiny, you know that?
How
I don't know. I saw her standing next to someone. I was like, oh wow. But I guess gymnasts are like, they be doing the flips and stuff.
Yeah.
So, maybe it's the lower center of gravity is good as a gymnast. I don't really see many lanky ones, I guess. Do you?
She's 4'8".
Yeah, she is tiny. She's pretty tiny.
She is really small.
Yeah, she's really tiny.
Yeah, because I'm 5'3" and I feel like I'm pretty short, and she hasn't even reached 5 foot yet.
I don't think she's reaching 5 foot, mate. I don't think there's a yet. That's 4 inches away. I think she's past growth spurt territory.
Yeah.
How old is she?
I think she's around 24.
24. Yeah, she's 24.
Yeah, but I did see one of the events that she did, and the way she spun in the air, I felt like I could do it, first of all. But, everyone in the comments was saying, that is pretty spectacular. I'm pretty sure I could do it in one go.
Gymnastics round.
I'm sure I could run and do 3, 4, 5 flips in the air.
In your mind.
No problem.
Yes, in your mind, I'm sure you have that covered.
Is there anything that you, ever thought that you could do?
Yes. You know them speed walking?
Yeah.
The one where the hips swivel left to left? I could do that. I would podium finish.
Do you think so?
I'd podium finish. Give me 6 months of training for the Olympics. You will see me on the podium. I'll be one of Ghana's medals with the
swizzle.
With the swizzle. I wish you guys could see me.
Do you know what I thought I could do?
I don't think it's in this Olympics. But I've seen it before.
I've not seen any of them.
But I'm not sure if I saw it in the Olympics or in another championship.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've always thought that I could, a gymnast, the ones who, you have the 2 poles. What's that called?
No, you did not think you could do that.
I did think.
The one where they jump and flick between poles?
How are you telling me what I thought I could do?
Because you can't even do monkey bars.
No, but how are you telling me what I thought I could do?
Because you can't do monkey bars.
No, but how are you telling me what was in my head?
I don't know.
No, I didn't think that. How do you know?
I don't know what you thought. This is correct.
I always thought I could do it. And I can do monkey bars. Who are you telling me?
No, you can't do monkey bars.
Yes, I used to be able to do monkey bars.
Used to be.
You can't do monkey bars.
I could. Yes, I can.
Right now?
Yes,
no.
Because I can do. Yeah, if we were to do monkey bars, I might not make it to the end, but I'd get
you won't make it one.
I would get a lot further than you.
No, you wouldn't.
Can you do a pull up? Say that with your chest.
Yeah, I can do a pull up.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, I can pull things up.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, I've always thought I could, that was pretty easy. And then one day I went to, I saw one and then I couldn't pull myself up. But yeah, anyways, whatever. But yeah, no, I feel like I just wanted to talk about that. It's because it's just like another example of how people just don't know what people are going through, and they decide to use their lips and talk because they think they can.
Yeah. Well, I got another news story for you.
Yes.
So they are training flight attendants to take self-defense classes because of an uprising in unruly passengers.
Yes.
So, you might ask for your Coke a little bit too rudely and get a watch out.
Yeah. Do you know, sorry, just a side note, I did see a video on, I think it was Spirit or another American airline where there was a little bit of a violent outburst, and they duct taped him, and then those 2 people got fired.
Yeah, I heard that.
But what do you expect them to do?
I heard the guy. I saw the video of the guy. First of all, it was a very entitled Wahite person.
Wahite, yes.
And he was being very rude. And the story was that he had groped 2 female flight attendants' breasts.
Yeah.
And he had punched another one in the face.
Okay.
So he absolutely deserved the duct tape. In fact, if he had told me they threw him off mid-flight, I'd be like, oh.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
I'd be like, oh, sucks to suck. Because if you're endangering my safety in the plane, look, I'm just trying to make it from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Anyone who can't do that and anyone who's rowdy, put them in the cargo hold for all I care. Leave them with the pets.
Oh, gosh.
I don't care. Just make my flight stable. And if anyone knocks on that pilot door and disrupts the pilot, you have permission to throw him out.
No, Benjamin.
Yes, because what if you distract the pilot? He could just decide, like, I'm pissed off at these people. That's what happened, you know?
Uh-huh.
One pilot killed the whole plane.
Oh.
The other pilot went to the bathroom, he locked the door, and then he killed everyone. I think it was an Air Lufthansa flight, and now they have better mental health training for pilots. But I'm like, the pilot our job is to get them from A to B. In that clapping when they do it at the end,
not everyone does that. I only experienced that when I land in Jamaica.
I'll do a mini clap to myself too, because I'm like, this person has to get us from A to B.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing. If something goes wrong, what am I gonna do?
No, it's true though, because like if there's someone like that on the plane, like it's not like you can chuck them out of the plane.
Well, if you could,
like, there's no way you can't call the police.
I think duct taping them was completely reasonable. Especially if they're disrupting people's flight, because you're stuck on, like, if it's a long haul flight, you're stuck on there for many hours.
Yeah.
And if you've got someone screaming, for all I care, put them in the cargo hold.
Benjamin.
Put them in there. I don't care. Just make my flight peaceful.
So no, I definitely agree with them doing self-defense. But then after that, what do they do with that passenger? Because even if they've got like an hour's flight and, you know, this has just started to happen, like, what do they do with that person for the other 45 minutes?
They should have They should have a mini jail in the cargo hold. I'm being serious. They should have a mini jail where they can place people who are just a danger to the plane, like one of those people who were trying to open the airlock.
Yeah.
Cargo hold.
What was the duct tape for, anyways? I wonder.
I don't know. Just shut him up and keep him sat down.
Yeah, but let us know what you think about that. Like, what did you expect?
Would you like my policy on flights? Throw them out if you could.
Damn.
I got a sad story, you know.
Yes. 5
parrots were actually separated at a zoo in the UK.
Okay.
Guess what for?
Oh, they were being fruitful and multiplying.
Nope. They were just having fun, you know. They were just encouraging each other to swear at guests. And they separated them.
That reminds me of the story of you and your sister.
Oh, yeah.
You go downstairs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We weren't allowed to swear as kids. So I think one time when our mum wasn't home, when nobody was home, or no, she was home, and we went into like the garden or something, and we were like sticking our middle fingers up at each other. Like just one of them. But yeah, I said let the parrots live. Why are they separating the parrots for swearing?
No, because you don't want little kids.
No, but where did they learn the swearing from?
They probably heard a guest
from humans. So it's a human error. The parrot shouldn't have to suffer for being a parrot.
Yeah.
Its name is a parrot. It copies stuff.
But I wonder if they will still say it anyway.
I hope they do.
That would be super funny.
Yeah, I hope they do. That would be funny, yeah. You got some questions for us, eh?
I do.
All right, give us these scenarios.
If a friend owed you money and you saw them out shopping before paying you back, what would you do?
So there's levels to this. Depends how much money they owe me.
Yep.
Depends what they're shopping for.
Yep.
So if they owe me...
I didn't even think about that.
So first of all, what they're shopping for. If they're shopping for basic food and groceries, I understand. People got to eat.
Yeah.
Even if you said you had no money, but I'm assuming like when people say they don't have no money, they're at least feeding themselves first.
Okay, yeah.
So that is fine.
Starve them, yeah.
But if you're in
Zara, Primark,
or even if you're in Primark buying like your interview clothes, or if you're buying like just clothes like just to wear, I could even understand that because you're not even in like a really expensive shop just doing the most. You could just be trying to get something to, you know, some pants for Wednesday. Okay. Okay, I can see that. But if you are in like the Adidas store, the Nike store, you're buying the Jordans, or you're buying the Yeezys, or you're buying a new watch, I'll be like, well, I hope that's a present for me.
Yeah.
Plus my money. That's what I'd be thinking.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'd be pretty upset.
See, with me, I don't know. I feel like I've got one of those passive aggressive kind of.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, my internal voice came out.
Thanks.
Go on.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. I've got one of those passive aggressive kind of personalities, and I feel like, you know, it would kind of annoy me a little bit. Like, if I saw you better be in Asda buying the basics.
Yeah, like if I saw you...
Like, and when I say basics, I don't just mean like basic food. I mean the basic range.
Yeah.
Unless, and I understand, you know, actually, how much money are we talking?
It depends. Like if I've lent you £200,
okay,
and I see you going to buy £300 trainers,
no,
and then I'm like, well, this doesn't seem right.
Okay, for example, right? Let me give you another scenario. You're here,
yes.
You're in England, and you lent your sister, let me give a figure, £1,000, for example. And your sister's living in a different country. So you've lent her this money a few years ago or whatever. And now for whatever reason, she has to come to England.
Yeah.
So she's paid for her flights to come to England. But she still hasn't. She's managed to pay for those flights, but she still hasn't managed to give you any of your money back.
Is she here on holiday, business purposes, or leisure?
Let's say she's here because of...
holidays, I guess.
I don't know, a funeral. Yeah, emergency.
Well, I ain't go press you because you're here in an emergency. Because, you know, sometimes funds can be collected, or she might even be borrowing that money from elsewhere.
Yeah.
Just to get here for the emergency. So I ain't going to be like, you came for the funeral, but you couldn't pay me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be like that. And with family, I'm going to be a bit more lenient. I'm like, I'd rather you borrow from me than borrow from the bank, because then you're paying interest on it.
No, but then, but how... But some people will be like, how are you able to come up with these funds? And you couldn't even...
It depends. Like, if it's a constant thing, or if I've been waiting a long time, or you keep telling me like, oh yeah, you're gonna give this back, and you're not, then I'll be like, the next time you ask, I'll just be like, you still owe me.
Yeah.
And
okay, let me give you another scenario. So it's still your sister.
But it just depends how they approach it.
It's still your sister, and she owes you £1,000, and she also borrowed money from me. And so she borrowed the money from you first and then me, but she's started paying me back. Would you be a bit...
No, actually, I'd prefer that. Like, if you're gonna pay someone back, like if you owe someone, I can be more lenient with you, and I can chase you up
because it's family.
Because it's family. That's fine. But if you're borrowing money from outside people, don't go and sully our name. I'd rather you go and pay them back.
Yeah,
always pay their debts.
But okay, so now replace your sister with a friend.
Yeah. Okay, with a friend.
Yeah. Does it change things significantly?
Now it changes things, because if you borrow from me first and we're the same level of friendship as the other friends, like, why are you paying them back instead of me first?
Yeah.
Do it in first come first serve.
I think so.
I think it's first come first serve.
But then I think some people might be like, oh, you know, their amount is smaller.
Well, it depends, because sometimes I might look at it as, oh, you think I'm a mug. I think especially so. If you haven't like been clear with me, like, oh, this is
you're doing it because of X, Y, Z. Yeah.
Then I'll think like you just think I'm a mug, that I'm not asking for the money or being as pushy, or I might be like, oh, maybe this person's being pushy. I'll apply the pressure. Yeah.
Because I feel like I would start overthinking it as well. Like, why are they paying her back and they're not paying me back? Like, am I? Yeah. And I'm very awkward about asking people for money. And
I don't like the I don't.
And especially your own money. Like, I feel like the battle is like it's your money, so you're entitled to ask about your money. But
it's different if I give you the money as here it is.
Yeah.
Don't pay me back. But if it's like it's a loan, and it's like, and I see you not being like sensible, or I see, or like I don't know what's fully going on, or I have to like chase you after the date that you said. Yeah. Now it's awkward, because if I'm like very much I hate to borrow. Yeah. So I'm like, even if I've forgotten my wallet and I've forgotten my thing and someone pays for my meal, the second I step into my house, the PayPal has dinged them and it's like, here's the full amount, here is this. Like, I never want someone to have to chase me for something I owe them.
Yeah, I like personally, like if I was to forget, like let's say like I've borrowed money from someone at work, so I've actually got the money with me, but I've actually then forgotten to give it to them or whatever the case may be, if it was something like that. I start to feel like really bad.
Yeah, I got to contact them straight away.
Yeah, let's say I was to give it to you the day after, like I got home and I remembered, oh snap, I forgot to do that. Like I personally would feel like really bad that I was meant to give it to you today and I didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know how people do it, if I'm honest.
No, I don't. Some people live life like that. And I know that the person even who lent me the money is probably not expecting it that soon. And it's like, but just to me, I'm like, I don't want you to be in the uncomfortable position where you have to come and chase me.
Maybe that's because we don't like doing that.
Yeah, because I'm very considerate, I guess, when it comes to paying people back. And I make sure it's with them when I say I won't bluff them with their money. I won't mess you around with your money, because I'm like, you never know what that person needs the money from. What I took the money out, what I made them take the money out to give to me or whatever. So I'm just like, if they've given me money, it's going straight back to them.
Yeah, no when problems. You say it. Yeah. But see, I feel like, you know, like I'm one of those people who like I would want to
lend money.
Like with certain people where I'm still kind of figuring it out. Like I wouldn't want to, like, I don't know. No, like I feel like I would. I definitely would, but I hate having to chase people.
There's definitely acquaintances that I said I wouldn't lend money because I don't know them well enough. But most of the time, and depending on what it was, like there's friends, if they haven't asked me for like a significant like amount of money like that, I'd be like, oh, pay me back. But if I could see they were a bit struggling, or they needed this, I would just pay for them, and that wouldn't be something that I asked back. So it wouldn't be like,
that depends on the amount.
No, like if we were going out for cinema and I know that like you've just been fired or something, like I'd just buy your thing and be like, oh, you can get mine next time, and just never let them get the next time.
Yeah, you'd be doing that.
Like it's because in that case I don't have to come for the money, and I know that you don't like it might be helpful.
But that also depends on what it is.
I've never really requested for people never really request large amounts of money. I think also the people I'm around aren't doing too badly in life, and probably I should request money from some of them. But what's it called? But for the ones who, I guess, I don't know, if harsh times fall upon you, like I'm okay with like paying for your ticket for going out, or from time to time. I don't mind helping out, because sometimes you never know. But yeah,
I probably owe my mum a lot of money. Every time I want my mum to drop me somewhere, she's like, "Yeah, you have to give me £10." I'm like, yeah.
I don't know how much money I'm owed from the gifts that aunties gave me and never.
Oh, that is the received. Worst one.
Oh, there's £10. There's £10, Ben.
Do you think you'll do that to your kids?
No, I don't think so.
When you go to a family event or something, and they'll be like, "Oh, I gave your mum £10 to give to you." Why? Why did you give it to her?
Yeah, give it to me in my hand and don't let her see.
you never get that money.
Yeah, that money is gone.
Where's the money? Where's the money that Auntie C gave me? What money? She never gave me any money. That's what my mum would say.
My mum would say, like, my mum would tell me, "Did you not eat today?" Oh yes, I ate.
And you can't argue with that because you did. But yeah.
All right.
That is it, and that is us. Thank you for listening to the gift of the Gab.
The gift of the Gab.
Let us know down below if you would give out money to your friends, and how you would feel if they don't pay you back.
Yeah, and I think maybe part of the reason where I don't chase up small amounts is because I don't want to have to chase up like £10.
See, that is the thing. That's maybe why I said it depends on the case.
I think it's good to give. It's good to give, but you have to know who and when to give to, and you have to like. Not everyone has your best interest at heart.
I think not everyone has your best interest at heart, and I feel like I guess some people see that, and I guess that's what you just said. Some people see it and they're like, "Oh,
capitalize."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh."
I think I've seen a couple people who have taken advantage of people.
Yeah, and I think you need to know when to say no.
Ask if you need, not just because you want something.
Yeah, it's true. But yes, once again, you're listening to the Gift of the Gab. You can find us anywhere podcasts are found.
What's our name?
BT Small Talk.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to
tell a friend.
Yes, and you'll hear us next time.
Yes, you like the word "and", I see.
And ciao.